We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. A man who played his college ball in Tallahassee, here's Cam Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Stafford. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Ready.
They'll run on first down with Akers. The tackle there by John Johnson.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 44.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He'll buy some and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. On the punt, 2 on the return, and the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Wait 20.
Shotgun now for Brady. And That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
45.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. A'Shawn Robinson gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also fourth down now. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And taken at the 46. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. They'll run on first down. Akers, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a third down coming up. From the gun, here's Stafford. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play that time on the catch and run.
On third down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the first down. But in this case, he turned it into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
From the 2, here's first and goal. Akers. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cam Akers. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Throwing now is Brady. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the 27, Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Brady going to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Watch the split. Watch the split. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, that. Round 80. Round 80. They're not ready for this. They still playing. Let me go. Y'all playing the wrong football. Hey,
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. A pass underneath for Fournette. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. Now Brady. It in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Scotty Miller there to make the grab. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Open man complete to Humphrey. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting a pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Throwing is Stafford. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Miller. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
To throw is Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Patterson now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Stafford. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Stafford. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
2nd and 10. To the air again, Stafford. Higbee secures it over the middle. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
A final shot before the break. Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Brady. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Wait, 20. We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. 45. Mike, 45. Here we go. Sugar. Switch. Hey, 66.
Fournette, a first down carry. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Working with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Brady. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Brady now to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will finally get him down as as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the give, this is Akers. Oh, look at the juke. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he's a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now Brady. Escaping the pressure right. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. Alert! 45 the Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Here's Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Brady now on first down. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On first down, Brady. Evans has it left side. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette taking it in from a yard out. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Atwell here. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Throwing again at Stafford. Flush to his right. That's caught. It's 2-2 Atwell. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the red zone now, Stafford. Right back to Atwell. That's complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Second and 7. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Rams on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run for it with Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Brady to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Miller. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 12-yard line. Well, clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
Brady going to throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw is Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Patterson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
Yeah, we'll see if they go back to base. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Bucs, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.